Now, if you've booked a winter holiday and are nervously checking the snow reports, you'll understand a fraction of the anxiety felt by our next guest. James Dick from Romford has just finished skiing in 30 countries in 30 days, setting a world record. Along the way, he battled dry slopes, immigration officials and even erupting volcanoes, all to raise money for causes close to his heart. James, welcome to you. How do you plan 30 countries in 30 days?
Incredibly difficult. You can't actually. I set off with a plan, which sort of derailed after 4 days. So after that, I decided to just get as many countries as I could, and then I called it Plan B, which was just to try and get the last 12 countries in sort of 10 days or so.
Wow, so you're just doing this on the hoof, and most of this was in a camper van, right?
Yeah, the first 10,000 kilometres was in a camper van. I slept in that a few times, even though it got to -24 in Estonia, which was cold, cosy. And then after that, I couldn't actually drive through the Balkans. There are various reasons for that. So I decided to fly. So I ended up doing another 20,000 kilometres flying. So I took 20. It was unexpected, but I took another 22 flights. So it was challenging literally every single day.
Well, what was the hardest part then?
The hardest part, there were a few. Waking up to an erupting volcano in Iceland.
Yes.
Friends going go, 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 because I could have got stuck there with the volcanic ash. North Macedonia, there was no snow when I turned up, so having to decide which resort to go to, because I literally had one shot at that. So I called around and one resort said, look, we've got an 20% chance we'll open. And then the last 10 days I got flu, so I wish I'd taken a flu shot. So that was pretty tough.
I mean, just one of those things would be enough to give up. What were people like along the way?
I'd say that's going to be my abiding memory, is that every single place I went, every country I went to, everyone was not only, they were really happy to see me, they were overjoyed to be part of the record. And I've made some friends for life around the different countries.
Tell us why, important reasons.
In terms of
raising the money.
Raising the money, no, absolutely. I turned 50 and I wanted to do something for two amazing charities. So some Francis Hospice, which is very close to my heart, and then a friend of mine has got MS. So I'm raising money for the National Brain Appeal. So that's the reason why I'm doing this crazy thing.
What's next then in terms of crazy adventures?
The first thing I've got to do is finish raising money, and secondly, I've got to validate the record. So 30% of records don't get validated. So I've got 3,000 pictures, I've got GPS tracking, and then after that, my son's joked maybe the most number of countries surfed in a month. So.
Look, you've been to all these weird and wonderful places then. Where should we go that's off the beaten track for skiing, beyond your Frances and your Austrias?
There are loads. I would say off the beaten track is definitely where you want to go. The harder it is to get to a place, I would suggest. So some of the Balkan countries, actually, Bosnia, Serbia, Kosovo, North Macedonia, Montenegro, they've all got amazing off-piste and backcountry.
Very briefly, dare I ask how your legs are doing?
The legs, my whole body, I've hardly slept for the last month, so I need some good R&R.
Yes, and you got up very, very early to fly back for this interview, which we appreciate. James, thank you very much. Quite an endeavour. Thank you.
Cheers.